Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant and welcome back for more of Let's Play Pokémon SoulSilver. We're still hot on the trail of the director, and I didn't check the other room for hidden items. I feel kinda silly, and like I want to go all the way back in there right now and see if I can find any of the items I missed, because that would make for the most entertaining start to a video since I started wondering about what I would do for the start of the next video. Oh, the irony! I don't know if that's our first max potion, but it does what you think it does. It restores your Pokemon to full health. And I saw the director over there. He's got his brown suit and blue tie and everything, just like Petrol had. Come to think of it, why was Petrol dressed like the director anyway if nobody could see him? And Eradicate, no Sucker Punch! I don't want to be Sucker Punched. I'm going to switch. And it's going to use Scary Face instead. But Sucker Punch is the move that I'm afraid of Duster leveling up to learn before I want him to. That is a really cool animation for Hyper Fang. I don't remember if we've seen one of these things use Super Fang either. Generally, Super Fang is more helpful than Hyper Fang, which is a little bit counterintuitive, because you think, Hyper is cooler than Super, it has to be better. But I suppose I'll save explaining what that is until somebody or something uses Super Fang. Because I could just as easily explain it to you now and not have spent 3 times as long explaining why I'm not going to be explaining it to you. Okay, Super Fang cuts your HP in half, there you go. Whereas Hyper Fang is just another attack. I don't remember if there are any special effects to Hyper Fang if it's got a high crit ratio or something, but generally, Super Fang is more helpful to have, just in case something has a lot of HP and you can't necessarily do it too much damage. And I'm pretty sure our item finder... I keep calling the dowsing machine the item finder, but it's clearly better than the item finder. Doesn't necessarily show us things we already know. And we're going to find a revive while this guy keeps running in place right in front of us. Hey, let me attack you! I want to fight you, but you're picking up an item. I'm so courteous, I'm not going to battle you until after you pick it up. Oh, this game. Oh, you're the dude that gave us the password in the other place that I told people to remember, even though I wasn't sure whether or not it was actually you. It's the Yuck Yuck guy, and I'm pretty sure he has the same Pokemon he had before, but I didn't pay him enough attention to care! So I'll either put the text on the bottom of the screen explaining whether or not he did actually have the same Pokemon, or I'll forget to and someone in the comments will remind me. You know, I don't think I ever mentioned that Wheezing was the evolved form of coughing. Did nobody see that coming, honestly, even if you've never played the game before? It's just a coughing fused to a coughing fused to a midget coughing. At least that's what I always thought the one in the back was. Because I don't necessarily think the back wheezing was... the back coughing on the wheezing was another coughing. I thought it was like some growth or something. More hidden item checking. I think we might have gotten them all by now. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the way out, so we're not going to go that way yet. Yes, because none of your Team Rocket brethren were able to do it. Of course you're going to be the one. I've gone through maybe 4 or 5 dozen of you already, but nope, your level 25 coughing is going to be the end of me. But that's also why it's really nice that they broke up this, I want to call it a dungeon again, that they broke up the radio tower and basement section into 2 different sections, and as you can imagine, we're going to be going back to the tower after this. It's nice that they actually broke it up because it gives you a chance to heal! Not that anything's stopping you now, it's just less convenient. But even just for the sake of going out and getting some fresh air, I do like how they broke it up. As opposed to making it like an hour-long dungeon. I don't even know if it's going to be an hour. Oh, whatever. Hello, Mr. Director. I came to rescue you! Like your damsel in distress. How did you not know that? Team Rocket captured you and locked you up in the basement of the department store, and you had no idea they were involved in this? But this is going to open up the shutters on the 3rd floor of the radio tower. That'll allow us to get to all of the super bad dudes that we saw up there. And in the same room we rescue the director, we get TM82 Sleep Talk. Now, generally this is more helpful if used in conjunction with the rest TM. If you're asleep, Sleep Talk will use any one of your other 3 moves at random. So it could be helpful, but it's generally not something that you want to rely on unless you know you're going to be using rest consistently, because you never know when you're going to be put to sleep, and it's generally not good when you are. But these stairs will lead us behind that section that we couldn't get to before when we were down here first, and we pick up the amulet coin. So whoever is not carrying something useful, I would like to have the amulet coin. Let's see. This, if the Pokemon holding it enters into the battle, the prize money you win is doubled. So I'd like to give this to someone like Duster, or who's going to be leading the party? I guess I'll give it to Lupus. Because Lupus hasn't seen too... well, he has, but he's the lowest level that isn't holding the experience share, so I figure I might as well have him out front. And I'm pretty sure we collected everything, although the last time we were down here, I don't believe we had the dowsing machine, so we couldn't see that there was a super potion in this box! Why didn't I check this box? Oh, there's tons of stuff down here I missed, apparently. And I'm going to be picking all of it up, no matter how useful-less it is. And as long as we're here in the department store, is there anything I want to pick up to buy? I don't think so. I don't want to waste anybody's time. Let's just go back to the 1st floor, head back to the radio tower, and see what we can do about Team Rocket. I don't know if this video is going to run long or if I'm going to wind up splitting at some point down the road. And Mom called, so I should go to the delivery guy and pick up whatever it is she gave us. More useless berries I'm not going to bother with. I'm not even planting those. I mean, I'm planting the citrus berries and the lum berries. I have like 50 of them already, but I'm not going to bother with anything else, because those are really the only ones I need. I'm gonna have so many berries by the end of this. Enough that I could probably sell off the rest of the healing items I'm not going to be using, but now's not the time to do that. Now is the time for action! So we can head all the way back up the radio tower now that we have the card key to open the shutters on the 3rd floor, and take down all of the big bad baddies up there that we saw before, like, for instance, Proton or Ariana. So we can head over this direction. Did I fight you? I guess I did. Hello! The director is indeed safe. Okay, you insert the card key into the door as opposed to the card key slot. That makes sense. What do you think about this, Lupus? We're about to go take down Team Rocket. Gee, you think? I never noticed those windows there either. This is a really thin tower. What are you gonna do to me, Raticate? You're not even gonna try sucker punching me. I mean, I know it would be resisted, but you could at least try to get some damage on me, you know? And another coughing. I suppose I'll send... I really want to send out Klaus again. I'll do it. I don't know if I'm going to be using Klaus that much in the upcoming fights. And he's already a level above everybody else. Might as well. I know I've been neglecting him. At least a little bit. Maybe I'm dwelling on this too much. I'd like to think when I'm just playing the game casually and switching in for super effective damage that everything does eventually even out, but from time to time, that will happen. But you see, since Lupus is holding the amulet coin, we're getting twice as much money now. Hi, Proton! Yup, I'm happy you remember me! This makes me angry! Very angry! I'm going to do angry things at you now! I also just realized I have no idea if Proton is a man or a woman. Don't tell me, I'd rather not know. It's just like when I thought Conker was a girl! You guys remember when I was playing Diddy Kong Racing and I thought Conker was a girl because of his high-pitched voice? And I can't be the only one that didn't know about Conker's Bad. I mean, I'd heard of Conker's Bad Fur Day when I was a kid, but it wasn't until a year or two ago. I think Tim's Blind LP was the first time I'd ever actually seen the game. But if you haven't picked it up before, if you were like me and you missed out on that game and you're like 10 or 15 years old, wait, what is it? When was the game made? It couldn't have been that early in the N64's lifetime. It was close to the end, but I don't remember exactly what year it was made in. Oh well. If you missed out on the game and you grew up and you still like video games, go get Conker's Bad Fur Day. I don't know why I'm telling you that now. So what can I... Oh, it's a good thing I still have Swift, which hits no matter what my low accuracy is or what your high evasiveness is. I'm happy I kept Swift! And we still get double the money because I totally need the extra money. And HCB grew a level, hooray. His attack stat is almost 100. That's pretty awesome. One executive down! So let's see, we defeated you, we defeated Petrol. We know Ariana's up here, except we don't have Lance to fight her. Oh well. I don't like walking in front of these guys, because that gives them the satisfaction of thinking that they ambushed me. That's what she said? It's funny, because it actually is. I also love how the top of her hair is cut off in her... cut out. And just like Petrol, her team isn't that much more powerful. Well, I guess it kinda is more powerful. But they're the same Pokemon, just a little bit higher level. And I never noticed those little red eyes on the bat thing in Arbok's... I don't know what you call that really wide section of its flat neck. If snakes have necks, which they don't. I also don't think I explained the fact that Murkrow is a dark flying type. And it's a really interesting Pokemon because it's not generally used all that much. It did get a 4th generation evolution, and it is really, really awesome looking. I've always wanted to try one since I knew it existed, but... There are only a couple of places that you can pick up Murkrow in this game. I don't off the top of my head remember where. I want to say it's available when you can get to the Safari Zone, but I know that it was also available in other places in the original game, so I have to be thinking of at least one other place. But her Gloom evolved into a Vileplume since the time we met last. And as I've mentioned a couple of times, Gloom evolves into Vileplume via the Leaf Stone. And I forget who else has that cry. It's really annoying me now, because I always seem to remember these. You'd be surprised, if you've never listened for them, just how many of the first generation Pokemon share cries with others. And Vileplume is another one of those pokes that has a different sprite depending on what its gender is. I think it has more sprites or more spots or wider spots or something like that. But lots and lots of money. And as you can imagine, when we head upstairs, we're going to be fighting the big guy himself, who we've probably never seen up to this point. And I'm not going to bother healing because I don't feel like I have to. Yeah, that's right. You intimidate those sons of bitches. Now, normally, I would recommend saving before this fight, because if you knew who this guy's roster was, you'd be scared as hell too. But, fortunately for us, he has an incredibly stupid moveset, so let's just get on with the fight. Haven't you already done that? And this is it, the battle with Executive Archer, who we have never heard of until now, and probably will never hear of again. But he's got a level 35 Houndour, and this is probably the weakest member of his team. So yeah, pretty big step up from all of the trainers we've been facing up to this point, even in the radio tower. Unfortunately, they have pretty stupid movesets. Of course, coughing isn't anything for us to worry about, and I probably should have sent out Lupus just so I could double my money. But money's not going to be too much of an issue from here on out. As long as I can Oko this thing before I assume it will explode on me, because I don't think it would have learned it by now. I know I said in post-production what level it explodes at, but I don't actually remember what it was. But yeah, his strongest Pokemon? Houndoom! You guys know Houndoom, right? Like this Houndoom! You know how much we've been wrecking shit with this thing? You would think, okay, not only does he have a Houndoom, and not only is it the strongest member of his team at level 38, but you figure this thing's just going to wreck face. Unfortunately, it only knows physical moves. You guys have seen Lupus's physical attack stat, it ain't pretty. Houndoom, generally known for being a very powerful special attacker, you'd think that thing would at least know Ember? But all it knows are physical moves. So this battle is actually really, really easy compared to what you would expect it to be. Which, I'll admit, is pretty darn disappointing. Because this is the last time we actually seen Team Rocket trying to take something over. Oh well, they're done. We could have gotten $60,000 instead. Oh well. Like Giovanni before you, your entire army lost to a kid. Hey, it's the director! I thought we were going to have to chase you down so we could get the thing from you. And for saving the radio tower, we received the Silver Wing. What does it do? We won't necessarily know until we finish off everything else there is for us to do in this region. But with it, we can go down to the Whirl Islands. We just need something else to do it, too. Yep, we need something in addition to the Silver Wing, which we won't get until, well, a little bit later. Well, you forgot something else? What is this, a mother game? Director used Fake Out. Giant flinched. How are you feeling? I almost called you Feraligatr instead of calling you Crunch. Can't look out the binoculars? I really wanted to. Oh well, we have the nice happy music in the radio tower again, which is really nice to hear. So let's head back down and make sure on your way down you talk to as many people as possible. Because there's stuff for us to pick up and they have nice things. So let's see what kind of nice things. Random cutoff for no reason. I think you're the one that has the TM. Yup, TM11 from the first woman you talked to after saving the radio tower. Sunny Day powers up fire-type moves. Now this used in conjunction with another move is very, very helpful. And if you were paying attention to when I think I said it, I may not have actually said it, you'll know exactly what move that is, and I haven't decided if I'm going to go with that on Lupus or not quite yet. So let's head upstairs to see if anybody says anything different. I'm pretty sure you guys don't say anything different than the first time we were here. I think the guy's downstairs, but we might as well just talk to the director to see what's up anyway. We did save your life and all. Oh well, he did give us the Silver Wing and advice on how to get the legendaries, so I suppose that counts for something. We shouldn't expect too much from him. Let's see, I think we talked to everybody here. How about you? You're not the least bit suspicious of anybody, despite the fact that your entire tower was just taken over by some random army. Okay. Whatever he wants. You're the television guy, right? Yeah, you're the television guy. And you're Wena in the blue card. Maybe it's you we talked to. No? I forget who we talked to. This is really, really silly of me. Oh well, if they're not in the lobby of the tower, I think I'll go check elsewhere. But I'm pretty sure at least one other person gives us something. Oh well. We might as well check out the lottery corner while we're here anyway. I haven't been doing this as diligently as I said I was, but might as well check it anyway. I don't think that's a match. Nope. Okay, if the dude isn't there, I'll just meet you outside the tower. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure either Mary or Ben gives it to us. It's not you. Oh, it is Mary! We get the bright powder from her! The bright powder is a hold item that lowers the opponent's accuracy if the Pokemon that is facing against the opponent is using it. And now that Goldenrod City is back to its former glory, we can finally progress east of Mahogany Town to get to our last city. This is UniversalGiant, and next time, we'll head over there. I'll see you then.